Testing. Oh, there we go. Sorry, my microphone was off. All right, welcome, Eric Flight viewers, to another Eric Flight. Just gonna do a quick one in the series here at Santa Barbara, California. We're gonna go from Santa Barbara to Livermore, California. And you might wonder why. Well, I just randomly picked it outside the San Francisco area. Never been there before, I don't believe. Probably flown over it a couple times in the sim. Never been there in real life, nor have I been to Santa Barbara, California. I've come close. I've gone out to LA, out in the west. That's about it. I still want to go to Portland someday, like Washington, Oregon, something like that. But we'll figure it out. Anyways, we're gonna just continue on our flight here. We're outside the Atlantic FBO here, and we do have some traffic right to our right there. We have some Microsoft Flight Simulator traffic. I also have to connect the VAT sim, which I was connected, so I want to double check. I am. But no one is out to control here this morning in California, so we're just going to go like it's non-towered. And then Livermore is actually a Class Delta, so we'll see if anyone gets on by them, but I doubt it. But I wanted to fly out west because we haven't flown out west in like forever. So it's been, last time was the marathon event in August, so that's just the way it goes. But all right, let's get our checklist out, and I can probably show that to you, so give me a second. Hope everyone's doing fine out there. There you go. So that's our Cirrus checklist. Let's get moving here. We're going to pretend we just did the pre-flight, so we're on to before starting engine. Pre-flight inspection completed. Emergency equipment's on board. Passengers are briefed, and seatbelts harness adjusted and secured. Starting engine. External power none. Brakes are held. Battery master switch is on. Not the alternator though. Oh wait, actually it does say master. No, just battery. Strobes on. And mixture full rich. Let's see. Power lever full forward. Prime then boost. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Boost. Here we go. Clear it. We're going to open it to 1/4 of an inch on the throttle. And here we go. We're going to start. Clear prop.
Clear prop.
Still got to change that sound. There we go. We are started. Very good. Oil pressure is in the green. Alternator master switch is on. Now they could go on. Here we go. Oh, the avionics switch is on. Yeah, that's right. Avionic power switch on. Now we'll line up. I'm like, why wasn't that lighting up? Engine parameters monitoring while we do this. Push enter here. Good, pretty good. Still acquiring GPSs. External power. Yeah, we're good. Amp meter check. Sure. Bus is right there. Detail. Well, that's pretty cool. I don't know what half that stuff is until I touch it, so I mean I know what it is. I'm just saying.
I want to do barrel
rolls hey, Jet Pilot Cinnamon, thank you for subscribing to me on Twitch, and allow me to do this. Shout out back, sir. As soon as that clears off the screen. Thank you for tuning in this morning. And hope you're doing well out there. I don't know where you are right now, whether you're in New York or wherever you are flying, but right back at you. So there you go. Before taxiing, we'll check the brakes, flaps up, and avionics set. Well, let's get some ATIS here. So, la. This would be a Class Charlie. So, 132.65. That's column 2, right? Yeah. Okay. And now we're going to monitor column 2. Excuse me.
Santa Barbara Airport information. Uniform 1500 Zulu. Wind calm. Visibility 10. Sky condition clear. Temperature 7. Dew point 10.
Let's write this down too, like real life.
Altimeter 30.11. ILS runway 7 in use.
7.
Landing and departing runway 25.
25.
VFR aircraft
Okay.
say direction of flight. All aircraft read back halt short instructions. Advise controller on initial contact you have uniform.
Uniform.
Santa Barbara Airport information. Victor 1500
That's Victor.
Zulu. Wind calm.
Calm.
Visibility 10. Sky condition, clear. Temperature, 7. Dew point, 10. Altimeter 30.11. ILS runway 7 in use. Landing and departing runway 25. DFR aircraft, say direction of flight.
But if you're ILS, you
All
need 7
aircraft
in
read
this.
back hold short instructions.
Okay, can I?
Advise controller on initial contact, you have Victor.
Yep. Okay, so we're all set there.
Santa
Com
Barbara
2
Airport
off.
information.
And we're going to go to VET Sim Unicom 122.8. So we're there on Com 1, as you can see right here. And we'll have the ATIS on standby there for now. I should also set Com 2 to go to guard after. And I love that guard thing. So, Connor, what's up? How's it going?
You're on guard with...
You know it. Soon, at least. It's on standby. Alright, so here we are. We're outside Atlantic FBO, and I think this is the Orbex scenery. I don't remember if this comes with the Premium Deluxe or not. I'm going to take a sip of coffee at this time. Oh, that's good. It's not morning here on the East Coast anymore. We're at 11 o'clock, but we're good. Alright, so again, the plan is just go straight to Livermore. We'll be cruising at 6,500. I got to set all that stuff up. We're good. And let's get our chart out. I'll leave it up there for now. They said runway... What did they say? Runway 25. So we are going to go via Bravo Alpha Golf. That's what we're going to do. Alright. Sure, without further ado, I think we're good. Checklist. How's it going, Connor? How's your morning going? Before taxi, I already did that. And then we're going to taxi and check things out. Okay, so we got to announce at least our taxi kit is a Class Charlie. Why not? We might as well. Santa Barbara traffic, Sirius then Echo Foxtrot. We're taxiing via Bravo Alpha Golf to runway 25, Santa Barbara. We are away. Flight should be just around an hour and 40 minutes total, but probably with everything's being said and done, it's gonna take us about 2 hours total for everything. So there we go. Beautiful morning here in Santa Barbara, California. Outside the Atlantic FBO. Wow, it does that. It loads things. But you see where we're going. Doesn't take much. We got some terminal here. Just gotta check something here. Okay, just check my microphone. That's going to Twitch. All right. Wanted to know it sounded okay. Okie dokie. We're gonna turn right onto Alpha here. We have to do a run up too. We'll get over there. There's a run up area right off the side of Gulf. If you see that on the sectional, I mean the chart there. Airport diagram, excuse me. It looks like it might have rained a little bit here because it has some shiny reflective texturing there. Next real world flight, maybe November 5th. We'll have to see. Don't know where I'm going to be going. I'm trying to save a little bit of money here. I'm trying to build up that reserve again because that Laconia flight was expensive. That was like 400 something bucks in the 172. So I decided to take the rest of October off on real world flying. I was going to do some lessons, but then it's supposed to be the run up area. But it's just been busy with the kids. Zach's in the middle of playoff baseball and everything. So then he wanted to make a video on my Eric DIY channel for his weather station, and the kids got it because like he did it himself, and I went over with video editing and everything. But look at Santa Barbara. Isn't that look beautiful? I think it does. Yeah. All right, let's do the run up, shall we? Let's go to the checklist. Okay, taxiing. We make sure everything is good before takeoff. Caps handle. Verify pin is removed. Is it? They don't have that in the sim. Seatbelt harness secured. Doors latch. Brakes hold. Flight controls free and correct. They are. I wish that the trim indicator actually worked on this. They should really try working on that. That'd be awesome if they could. Trim set for takeoff. Autopilot disconnected. Flaps 50% and check. All right, here we go. And we'll check visually if they're going down. They are. Beautiful. All right, what else? Flight and engine instruments check. We're all in the green, right? Yeah, we're all in the green. All right. Excuse me. HSI and altimeter check it set. We should be. Yep, we're good there. Fuel quantity confirmed. Yes, and I made sure it was full. Are we on real world weather? I just want to double check that too. That might help. We are. Okay, just checking. Propeller check. We're gonna check by going up to RPM to 2,000. The manifold pressure increases slightly as the power lever is set in D10. So we gotta see if the manifold pressure goes down when we go up to 2,000. Here we go. And it did. Yeah. Okay, good. Power lever 1700. Got some slight rave music in the morning here. All right there's good. All right, alternator check. It is good. Pitot heat on. Okay, that looks good. Avionics are on. Nav lights are going on. Good, that works too. And landing light on, and I'm going to leave it on even though it says 3 to 5 seconds. They just want to check it. Make sure the caution lights are out. There's no cautions at all. We're good. Let's fill alternator voltage check. Looking good on the bus. 28 volts. And magneto check. We have to... I guess we just stay at 1700. Okay. Well, right magneto. Looking for the RPM drop here. Good. Back to both. Left. Back to both. Good. Look very good. Power lever decreased to 1000. Transponder should have already been alt, but that's okay. We can do it now. Alt. Where'd you go? Transponder. Alt. Back. All right. Transponder alt. Now radio set for takeoff. I think we're good because there's no one on VATSIM still, right? Nope. All right, so we're on 122.8, which is the VATSIM. Where was the radio test, though? There should have been a radio test here. I should have squawked 1200 before tacking. See that? I knew that, but at least there's a double check there. Okay. Where's the radio check on this thing? I don't remember seeing it. Very interesting. Well, we'll try it now. VATSIM traffic, November 489, Echo Foxtrot, radio check, please. You have to go back to moving to the ones around here. All right, normal takeoff. Full forward on the power. Check instruments, brake, release, steer rudder only. Yeah, we got that. Rotate at 70 to 73. And we're going to climb at 101. Best glide is 88. So let's just do the briefing. So, if there's a problem, take a full mechanical engine, otherwise and there's enough available right ahead of us, we'll board takeoff land directly ahead. If we are under, let's say, 700 feet, and there's a problem, mechanical engine, otherwise we'll land directly ahead of the 130-degree turns. Best glide speed, and this is 88. Let's see. If we are above 700 feet, this problem can't march you otherwise, seeing that's calm, we'll turn to the left. There seems to be more on the left to land on. Land down on the taxiway, the grass, the runway, whatever's available to us. Best glide speed again is 88. We're going to rotate it to 70 and climb at 101 with 50% flaps, which means that we are going to retract the flaps around 80, I believe it is. It's been a while. Yep, 80. So we track flaps at 80 and climb at 101. All right, with that, we are good to go. So let's line up here. Take the tablet off so you don't keep looking at it. That's for me, son. Is that for me, Dad? Do you remember that from Tommy Boy at all? Awesome movie. Seems a little dated now, but I still like it. It was awesome back in the day when it first came out. Alright, so anyways, 50% flaps, we're good. Looks like we're clear, so we're going to call this Santa Barbara traffic, Sirius 9 Echo Foxtrot, departing runway 25, departure to the north, Santa Barbara. Okay, we'll switch this to my map view. And we are good to go. Here we go. 6,000. Oh, wait, you know what we should do? Probably set this to 6,500 in case I want to have autopilot on the way there because I got lazy. Last flight we flew by hand though, so I'm proud of myself. Alright, here we go. Never do these morning flights. I kind of like seeing morning in the sim, so West Coast makes it a little easier too. So in the middle, all right, heels on the floor. Here we go, full throttle. Rotate at 70. Keep your hair on the throttle, Eric. And rotate. 80 knots, retract the flaps, we're good. We're gonna climb at 101, which is about 12 degrees, believe it or not. When all said and done. So we're just gonna hike it up there now. You get used to those as you fly this. Yeah, go a little faster today, actually. Okay, all she could take, Captain. All she could take, Captain. Wow, that's one heck of a climb there. Alright, we will turn out to the right, by the way, once we are good. And, ooh, the haze is set in. I didn't think it was going to be that bad. They did warn of IFR conditions, but when I looked, it was pretty good last time I checked that Sky Vector. Said clear, so I think that's just missed. Be alright. It did say clear on the radio, too. Okay, we are good, so let's look to our right. It looks clear. We're going to head to our right. Here we go. Beautiful morning here in Santa Barbara, California. Yeah, get rid of that. I want to picture that. And I'll put you back on. There you go. Alright. Get a nice turn on course to Livermore. Very good. Never did set this up to go direct, by the way. It is on my electronic flight bag, though. So we'll go right there to intercept our course while we climb to 6,500. Okay. Come on now. I hate doing this in the plane, but you have to sometimes. You just have to be patient. Yeah. Easier to do this on the ground. So close. There you go. Now it's loading scenery. There we go. Let's change the CDI to GPS. There we go. And look, we're breaking through that haze layer. Boy, that was weird. It was like clear and then it went instantly to IFR. Alright, over 3,000. I'm going to start leading out the mixture for maximum power. I bet you it's going to be 93, yeah. There we go. Alright, climbing to 6,500. Boy, that got soupy fast, huh? Just beat that one. Livermore's totally clear, though, so. At least that's what it said. Hey, imagine what they did in the old days when they sent telegrams and stuff. I'm talking like the 1920s. Here we are, going over some mountains here. Right outside Santa Barbara. We're now officially outside the class Charlie, so we are on our own. We should be bearing about 323, so let's set the heading bug to 323. Turning on course. This is Airplanes and Coffee Hour. I'm in. Okay, coming up on our cruise altitude. So closing in on the GPS here. My G1000 at least. My electronic flip X is already on course. Looks like Santa Ana ATIS just came on board and tower. So, nice to see someone waking up early on the west coast on Batsim. Okay, let's even this thing out now. 6,500 it is. It's a little bumpy here. It's a little bumpy. Maximum power, 84. And now we'll go down to 75. And we'll trim it out. Here we go. Now it's all about trimming and staying on course. Trimming down with the thumb. I didn't think it was going to be this bad. What's it saying right now? Well, I guess so, because there's fog, 1/4 square mile visibility from Santa Maria, which is to the left of our flight. It is kind of bouncy here. Where's the wind coming from? PFD wind option 2, 3. Yeah, we're having a headwind here, so. There we go. We are on track. About an hour out, an hour and 15 minutes. So short flight this morning, but not bad at all. How's the stream going? Looks like it's doing okay. Cool. There we go. We're above the soup. Time. Right under the Foxtrot as a Cirrus. Still have to do a day 40 general livery for the airplane Twitch YouTube channel, so but we'll get on that eventually. Yeah, kind of yucky here. Lucky we got out of Santa Barbara. Holy crap. Could have been bad. I'm going to slow this thing down to maneuvering speed because it's rather bumpy up here. Let's go 65%. Let's see what that slows us down to. Let's see what the checklist said here. Power. Cruise 75% or less, 65% or less for best economy. Well, if we were playing about gas prices, that might be the way to go. We have a headwind, and yet our indicated is 157.8 knots. So, okay, let's go down to 60 because it just seems like I want to get down on the indicated. Trimming up, because I'm taking power out and try to get down to maneuvering speed, 133. That's not bad, right about there. Very good, right about there. Let's see if it holds. It's got 50% in there. There we go. So we're going to be sipping gas, right? What are we doing for gallons per hour? 3.8. Does that mean 3.8 an hour? I think so. That's really big economy there, but we're getting bumped around here big time. Oh, 11. 11. That's still really good. Hey, what's up, Black Diamond? How's it going? Nice to see you. Thanks for tuning in, and let me trim this thing up. Oh my God. It's a little bumpy out here on the West Coast in the morning. Wow. Wish I could show you more scenery too, but I'm not seeing much. On the right there, though, is the San Rafael Wilderness area out there. So, yeah, this is what it looks like out of Santa Barbara this morning. Pretty interesting. And I just see that my Fly Live did not work. I left it and I must have closed it. Give me a second. It's gonna flash. There we go. Yeah, I set this thing so that the gold bar at the top actually works right. So let me do that. Santa Barbara, Livermore. Here's our call sign. Okay, I don't know why that closed down, but it did. And seeing that I'm not using my Real Sim Gear GNS 530, I'm pulling about 50 frames right now per second with my 3090. Not too shabby. It kind of gets locked. Yeah, I guess so. It's pretty bad up here. It wasn't bad coming out of Santa Barbara. It said clear, and then it said that it would turn into VFR, which I knew I'd be above it, but yeah, it changed out of Santa Ynez, if I'm saying that correctly. It's now calm, but 1 1/4 square miles of visibility, and overcast at 400. So you can see why it's kind of like this. And that's why I'm at maneuvering speed, which keeps going up and down with these gusts. I did not see a SIGMET here, though. I did see an IFR, but now that's not even on here. So it just must be the leftovers. I'm not kidding, see? Look, it doesn't have anything. Good. Santa Barbara, I thought, hey, we go to Livermore, which is up here. And it's looking really good up there. It's just right here on the coast. It's kind of like Plymouth on the East Coast, where we get the ocean and stuff. The weather comes in. So that's what you're seeing right now. That's what it's picking up, at least. And we're right about here. It's all good. A little bumpy. Whoa. No, it's rocking the boat, but it is what it is. And I think if I ever owned a Cirrus, I could afford mats like this, right? Or seat covers like this. It's pretty nice. Still want to fly a Cirrus someday. And if my instructor is going to go in for surgery, who knows? If I save enough money, because I'm saving up more. I'm saving up a pool of money now. Instead of just the money that I kind of have, I want more. I had to spend some money in the summer when I went to Dallas to help with my brother's affairs there. So we're rebuilding while still trying to fly here and there. All right, trim down. Now we got the updrafts. So, Black Diamond, how's your morning going? Really bumpy. Really bumpy. Ooh, now it seems that it's just like it said too. It seems to be clearing up a little bit as we go north, but especially on the right side. So, we're doing good. Yeah, cool. Yeah, I don't know. It looked like it was kind of like just morning, fog off the ocean and stuff here on the west coast. Up here in the northeast where I am in real life, it says moderate turbulence as a air mat here. That's about it. But you never know on that one. That could be hit and miss sometimes too, But I wanted to fly the west coast because I wanted a morning flight, and I wanted to fly out here because I haven't flown out here since I did my marathon stream in August. I said October. August, when we did the Fly the Trans-American Bicycle Trail, so, which was awesome. But I'm working on my Skyline New York City flight video, the one I took like a year and a half ago. But we're going to get that on the Air Flight channel. I'm almost done. I'm in the last third of it now. And then when people can see what the Skyline looks like, along with Jet Pilot Cinnamon, who I want to shout out again. Thank you for resubscribing, Jet Pilot Cinnamon. I basically picked him up in New York up to Hudson, and then we went down and did the Skyline route, and it was awesome. So hope to do that again. I've been trying to fly more into New Hampshire lately from real life, but that costs more money, so we're gonna hold off and try to make some more media and make a couple extra bucks and move on from there. Everything's going up in price. There's like a $6 per an hour fuel surcharge and everything, so. All right, well, I'll give you a view outside, but we're not seeing much. We're getting better though, see? We are getting better. It's gonna clear up ahead, it looks like. West Coast, what is that thing? It's like a radio weather observation. There might be. I can't tell you. It says just tower. So indeed there is a tower there. Nice sun. Yeah. Well, we'll get some more views when we go up there though. That'll be the good thing. And just to show you where we are, my electronic flight bag, we are just west of the Condor Sanctuary in the San Rafael Wilderness area. Let's also give a shout out to Black Diamond. Thank you again for tuning in to the stream. Check him out. Oh, I thought you were... Did you actually stream or did you just fly? I thought you streamed. Oh, there you go. Yeah, a little shout out to Black Diamond on Twitch. Even if you don't stream, it's nice to get a shout out, right? Alright, so we'll leave electronic flight bag on for a little bit because we can't see anything anyways. I mean, it's clearly just this. Oh, well, anyways, I want to shout out anyways. How's that? It's rather murky there. Boy, am I glad we got above these. It was looking a little iffy too as we were departing, but I was like, ah. Still want to fly a Cirrus in real life. Still want to fly a Cirrus in real life. I just think it's an awesome aircraft, and I know a lot of people are like, but they're the people that are obnoxious because they go like tearing butt to airports and the landing pattern because they think they're so fast, and they are fast compared to a Cessna and a Piper. But you know, starting to see some houses. Look at that, and there should be an electrical wire somewhere out there according to that section. We're going to be coming up on the Twitchell Reservoir up our left. Let's see if we can see any of that. But yeah, it was, we're going to see some nice wilderness in a little bit. We're starting to see the mountains now. We're at maneuvering speed because it was rather bumpy. I didn't want to risk overstressing the aircraft. And we should be in Livermore in about, well, like an hour and 15 minutes or so. Now, Black Diamond, are you from the Dallas area? My brother used to live down there. Because I'm going to do a memorial stream to him. And it's going to involve probably Providence, Rhode Island, where we grew up around that area, to Dallas. And it's going to be kind of a marathon thing. I'm thinking I'm going to do it in December. Unless I get time in November. So, probably December during my winter break from teaching. So, but that one should be a good one. And I'll probably give the Diamond 40 the Cirrus for that one. Make it a little quicker. So, today my son has playoff baseball, so that's why we took the Cirrus to make this a little faster. Fall ball, if you will. Look at those mountains. Oh, wait, we're starting to see some scenery here. So this is, again, I can't even tell you what mountains actually. Give me a second. We're right outside the wilderness area. The reservoir would be over here, so I don't know if we're going to see that, but we're starting to see some really nice territory right here. I'm going to turn off this tablet. That's how beautiful it is. Yeah. Look at that. All right, I'm going to take a picture of that. Remember, feel free to enjoy flying with us if you want to. If I was going to take off from anywhere, probably go from Paso Robles Municipal, Kilo Papa Romeo Bravo, which is going to be up ahead. Should be there in about, I think, 20 minutes or so. It'll give you about a little less than an hour of flying. So, it is fun to fly. And I don't even care if it's a default aircraft. It's fun to fly. Especially if you have the G1000, which is now standard in all their aircraft. But I like the Cirrus. I think it's cool. I have tons of aircraft that we have to explore still. So we're going to see about that in future broadcasts. Like tons. But I try to fly what I fly in real life, and then Cirrus. Uh-oh! Look at that. We got to ban someone. Uh-oh. Ah, no dating site for me. I'm taken. Sorry. Everyone want to be having a piece of the Eric. Just being funny. Oh boy. Alright, it's clearing, just like it said it would. Yay. Let's check out the fuel situation here. Yeah, we'll go right tank. And we're on boost. Yes, we are. Okay, going to right. It's because it has to have a vacuum, I guess, to switch to the other tank. So I just leave it on boost the whole flight, which I don't think is a problem. Yeah, you just gotta turn it on before you switch to fuel tanks. So I think that was spam from YouTube, believe it or not. I'll check the Twitch just in case. Yes, that's just going to stay there. What the heck? That's the risk you take when you stream the 2 channels at once. I also redid my channel's trailer for both Twitch and YouTube. I was pretty proud of it. Boost on the whole flight. Boost just makes the fuel flow between the tanks. It's kind of like a pump. It's a fuel pump, basically. So you can leave it there, too, but you have to boost it before you switch tanks. I read the POH a long time ago. I think it's because it needs the pump to suck it in there, or it's just a security thing where it's definitely going to suck that fuel into the line when you switch tanks. So I'll leave it off. It's not a big thing. But the primer is the primer when you start the engine. The boost is to get the vacuum going, I believe, when you switch to the other tank, because there's 2 fuel tanks in this thing. It's kind of like the Piper Warrior when you switch tanks. Although you don't leave the fuel pump on that one, but you have a fuel pump in case you need it. And they have a fuel vacuum pump gauge on the thing there. And they probably do in the Cirrus in real life. I just haven't seen it here. Full fuel flow. There's usually a thing here somewhere, system. Well, doing good on fuel burn though. So I wanted to see it, but maybe it's the gas temperature, cylinder head temperature. So it is what it is. But yeah, they tell you in the POH to turn the boost on, and over here to remind you before you switch to fuel tanks. So that's why I always say, is the boost on? Yes, it is. Fuel switch tank. The first time you fly an aircraft where you have to switch the tanks, it gets kind of like iffy, especially if you came from a Cessna to a Piper Warrior, which is what I did. And it's like, oh my god, like I switch it and I better do it in time or else it's gonna die. But like honestly, you just flips. It's easy. I also thought it was wicked hard to do at first. It's on the left side of the Piper Warrior, so you have to take your hand off the yoke, put your right one there, hold it, and switch it. But it gets pretty normal after a while, like anything else. And the Cirrus, we have it right here in the middle. We just flip the switch right here. So, but yeah. To fly a Cirrus, though, is more money unless you fly it in economy mode, which we're kind of doing to stay at around 133, which is maneuvering speed, because it was bumpy. It's a good idea to do that anyways. I mean, you can go above that fair weather, but when you get bumped around, ooh, look, it cleared up. Look at that. Yeah. All right. Out there should be San Luis Obispo Airport, somewhere over here. So that's what we're looking at over there. But man, it is turning out to be a beautiful day here on the simulator. I'm gonna trim it down here. Yeah. Cirrus, I forget where I found it, but they have the POH, which is the Pilot Operating Handbook, sometimes known as the AFM. No, wait, give me a second. Yeah. Yeah, sometimes the AFM, I think they call it. But you can search up all that, and that's how I made my checklist here. On PDF, I made my own. I'll show it to you. So I made this based on real-life checklist I have for other aircraft, and I just put like what I need for the Cirrus based on the POH. And they have a checklist obviously in there. I just condensed it onto this one card with all the speeds and everything. So that's how we do this. So you could, I mean, you could use this for a world flight, but it's not approved. But nothing is ever approved on checklist. You just gotta make sure that they're correct and have everything you need them. So, no, probably should just left it on. Let me do that. So right outside the San Luis Obispo, if I'm pronouncing that correctly, which I think I am, but that's over there on our left. We're going over High Mountain right here. Excuse me. And then we have Bear Trap Canyon over here. And all that. Santa Lucia, I think a lake or pond or something's over here. Yeah, it's really nice. Really nice scenery. You don't see all these mountains in the Northeast unless you're flying in New Hampshire or Vermont or Maine. Maine has some mountains too. Massachusetts has hills. Yeah, pretty nice. It's the condor study areas over here. So they must do some research on condors. Oh, excuse me, sorry. Keep drinking this coffee here. Alright, let's get an updated pressure reading from. I think it does, and I'm a real world VFR pilot, so that's why I don't really. I've tried X-Plane 12 to demo at least, and it just doesn't do anything for me, to be honest with you. Like, it's not that it's a bad sim, it's just I think X-Plane got it wrong without doing satellite imagery. I'm gonna be honest with you. Alright, shades. Here's San Luis Obispo if it's gonna come through. That was COM 2, right? Oh, I gotta hit the monitor button.
San Luis Airport information, Mike 1500 Zulu. Wind 09 at 5.
Give me a pressure,
Visibility
please.
10. Sky conditions
They're over there.
clear. Temperature 9er. Dew point 10. Altimeter 30.17. ILS runway 11 in use. Landing and departure
Alright, back to
runway
guard. And we're monitoring guard now. Yay. Yeah. I use so many mods now. It's unbelievable. I have tons of scenery and the Google Map imagery I like better than the Bing. So we use that all the time too, the map enhancement, if you will. I think they've been working out pretty good. So, excuse me. Actually, we're not using it because I stopped it. So I guess this is the Bing scenery. Oh! Well, haven't they stepped it up a little bit? So this is actually the Microsoft Bing imagery. I have it off. Well, we'll leave it off because it looks pretty darn good. And we'll go with it. We also have the Bijan Studios full foliage scenery here, which is the trees and stuff. But I think it looks pretty good. I haven't set the fall at least. That's some good coffee at almost noon time here on the East Coast for real. I'm kind of impressed at this big scenery. I haven't really used it in forever, so the satellite imagery here is pretty good if you ask me. Yeah, but yeah, I think X-Plane, and I know that they're a little smaller than Microsoft, but you need something with satellite imagery now. The bar has been raised there. I don't think that you should be releasing a sim without the chance of having satellite imagery, because even the ortho tiles in X-Plane 11, like, they were okay, but they weren't as good as this, you know. And then the auto gen would get me too, now that the bar's been raised on that, with having like the buildings kind of be the shape they are and stuff. Like, yeah, auto gen should not be should not be the technology of choice, and obviously that's because they really had to. So, and I think it did boost up the scenery. I think they redid all the satellite image for a lot, but I'm still probably gonna go with the Google Maps imagery. So that's probably why it was stuttering in the beginning, because it's probably loading all that. So I do prefer the Google. The only problem with the Google is that it doesn't always match up. Like they did color matching and stuff with the original satellite imagery. With the Google one, he kind of downloads it, and then if you're in an area where it's like 2 different satellite photos once in a great while, it's not all the time, it'll be like a little off on the colors. But yeah, I have to agree that this is, and this is the thing, I know people are poo-pooing on like, oh, it doesn't work, it crashes, and yeah, I had the same problems, but I knew it was just gonna be mostly a matter of time before they fixed a lot of the problems. We'll still always have problems, because that's just the way scenery is, software is nowadays with this early release stuff. But I'm looking forward to the historic planes coming out in 2 weeks, I think it is, so that's gonna be fun too. And the VinFizz flights I held off on because my streaming laptop died, which is my work laptop, then I had to buy a new one. And I worked on it for 3 weeks to try not to have to buy a new one. But basically, like, we're gonna start that, and I think there's some type of Wright flyers that's supposed to come out with that new update, so we'll take a look at it. So yeah, well, I do lots of add-ons though. That's the thing. Like, I've got FS Realistic. That's why you saw the aircraft bouncing and stuff. I got that with RealCat Turbulence as an add-on too. We use FSLTL, which is free, but it's not injecting for some reason. So I don't know what's up with that. We'll try restarting that again. See if it works. But my screen will flash on this, I'm sorry. But yeah, a lot of it was the community folders. Whenever I had a problem, it was community folder. And then I solved my 172 problem. In my livery, I left the panel config file in a weird way. So I just had to fix that, and now it works perfectly. So it's usually a user error, that's what I'm saying. Except for early in the releases. But man, they did a really nice job on stepping this up here. I mean, the satellite imagery. I haven't used theirs in a while. Good job, Microsoft. I guess, because the owner's big. But yeah, I know. I like X-Plane, but I was never a huge fan of it, and maybe that was part of it too, but I was unprepared before this. Which I don't even touch anymore. And X-Plane 12, I might buy it in the future, just to have it. But we'll see, because I wasn't that impressed when I used the demo. Yeah, it has a little like rain effects and everything. But, all right, Paso Robles Municipal. I streamed a flight to there probably about 1.5 years ago, so it's been a long time. It's out there in the distance. Where are you? Right over there. Paso Robles Municipal. That's a nice airport. And then the city itself should be right around here. And what I'm seeing, there's 2 highways that converge into it. Well, it's over there, actually. Paso Robles, right there. So yeah, pretty cool. I just updated to the newest NVIDIA drivers too, and it looks like that may have boosted performance a little bit, because I'm getting like 40 to 50 now. But if I pop out a panel like this, it would have dropped it down, but now it's not. Now it's, I mean, it did a little bit since using an extra screen. I just put it on my real sim DFG, and that's 530. And I'm still getting like 40 frames, so I gained 20 frames per second, or about that, just for updating the driver last night before I went to bed. Yeah, exactly. Same here. Same thing, Black Diamond. Yeah. And when I was doing my private, I was using Prepared a lot, so obviously to practice. But even that, it doesn't, like, even the flight dynamics, again, I said this in an earlier stream, people poo-poo on Microsoft Flight Simulator for flight time. They're not that bad, especially if you get FS Realistic and the RealCat Turbulence add-ons. They're comparable to X-Plane. I'm going to even say it, X-Plane 12, they're comparable. I'm not saying they're perfect on either one. And I think that a lot of people are just stuck on that whole fluid dynamics of X-Plane, but Microsoft Flight Simulators picked it up too. Maybe not as good, but just as good as X-Plane, if you ask me. So, I mean, it's a simulator. But see, this is bouncing around a little bit because I got the FS realistic. And that real cat turbulence, that's what was causing all that bumping earlier, because it takes the real world. Oh, that was a weather change there. That might be nice if Microsoft fixed that. I'll give you that. But, what was I saying? Dude, that still pops up. Did not pay attention. I do the Great Cycle Challenge in September, but we already did it. And I deleted that in both places. So what's up with that? It looks like it's on Twitch, which means it's coming from this thing, which I'll figure out later. But I deleted it off of Streamlabs. So where else could it be? Stream Elements, probably. It said Twitch, so I'm going to go with that. It's coming from there. Terrible. No timers there. Yeah. Weird. Very weird. Oh well, whatever. This whole Twitch streaming thing's a whole nother bugger. So, is what it is. But you'll see that we raised over $1,200 for cancer research for children for that Great Cycle Challenge thing. So I'm very proud of it. It's not like I don't want to do it. It's just, I thought I turned all that off so you didn't have to keep bugged by it. I'm saying that we're not doing that for another 10 months. Basil Robles, municipal right there. We're going to stay to the east of that, so that way we don't get to any restricted airspace or military operation areas. Oh, excuse me. There's the actual city or town right there, Basil Robles, California. Yeah, well, I'll tell you one thing. From being a roller pilot, it's not that far off. Digi Driver, how's it going? Shout out to Digi Driver. How you doing, sir? These are very comparable to what you see in real life. I mean, obviously real life is better. It always is, but it's more expensive. So. There you go. It's a breakfast flight. Looks like it auto-updated the pressure, too. I don't know if it does that in real life. I don't think it does, but... Alright. Right around maneuvering speed. Looking good. Oh, cool. Nice. Well, stream it if you can. I'm doing a morning flight because Zach has a baseball game in the afternoon. So, well, that's cool. Yeah. I donated to Enjoy It Fly to release Providence in Boston as scenery you could download. So that way it looks better than the photogrammetry, which it does a little bit. I gotta be honest with you. So, but if you ever get on Plymouth Municipal, Kilo Papa Yankee Mike, you let me know, and I might throw some cha-chang your way on that one, because I like to see my railroad departing airport that I fly from. I like to see someone create that. And if I had time, I might take a knock at it, but I do not. Oh, well, we got some bumps there. There we go. Plymouth Municipal in Massachusetts, Kilo Papa Yankee Mike. Let me type that out. They have it. All airports in Massachusetts are asking the state for money, and they're slowly getting new terminals. But it's kind of like the high school buildings that they're building. If they replace a high school, they have like stock designs that you change just a little bit to save on costs and ordering the same materials and stuff. So Plymouth just got one about a year and a half ago, 2 years ago, and no one has touched up Plymouth at all. And it's from what I've been told, it's the largest general aviation airport usage in Massachusetts. So it'd be kind of cool to have. I'm not saying you have to, just throwing it out there. But let me know. And I can get you some pictures when I get through the gates of stuff that you need if you want to make it that detailed. For the, they might look at me like I'm crazy as I'm taking pictures, but I was doing that for Taunton, Kilo Tango Alpha November, back in like 2016 to put on Prepared. And I started it, and it was looking good, but then like they're getting a new terminal now too. So not only that, the airport, I wasn't a pilot back then, so I couldn't just like get behind the gates like I can now. So what's that down there? That's Camp Roberts, California. Let's check that out again. Yeah, that would be a camp. Clearly see it. Camp Roberts, everyone. Okay, I'm gonna head more to the east to line up more on track here. That is the Salinas River as well, coming up here. And I cannot believe that this is big scenery still. Microsoft, big scenery. Oh, gotta zoom out there. All right, let's check our fuel. Yeah, we still burn the right for a little bit more, so we'll leave it there. Seems like we're getting some updrafts and downdrafts here. The wind is still just a slight headwind. It's only 4 knots. We have about 50 more minutes to go. I wonder if this stuff works. Does this stuff work? No, it doesn't. Maybe I should set that to work like a G1000. I'm talking about my real Symbio GNS 530. I can't do it today because I'm not at Plymouth, and I won't be going back to probably November 5th, probably at earliest. But I will get you pictures when I can. How's that? I'll take a picture of the flight school and stuff, and I'll even put like an airport diagram and like circle maybe and say what is what. So that would be awesome. Yeah, I'll see what I could do. That's what I want to say. How's that? And there's Plain Janes and stuff in New Bedford. Just talking about airports in my area where I fly for real. Kilo Echo Whiskey Bravo. They just got approved to get a new terminal, but they actually have Cape Air flight in there and stuff, so they get like a real terminal. You know. Look at that contrail right there. Isn't that kind of sweet? Is this thing working now? It might be. Yes, it is. So FSLTL. It was the Great Cycle Challenge, which donates the proceeds to the Children's Cancer Research Fund. But I won't be promoting that, even though it keeps promoting on stream against my wishes. I won't be promoting that probably till about April or May. So, and I would rather wait until the next round of the Great Cycle Challenge because all those funds go towards my fundraising goal. So, but I do appreciate you asking about it. But yeah, a lot of sceneries have been popping up lately. Dude, I must have like 700 gigs of scenery easy. I can kind of tell you. I don't mean to flex here, but I guess it's kind of a flex. But I'll tell you how much I have. All right, because I use two SSD drives to store all of the stuff. Okay, add-on scenery. Here we go. That includes plates and stuff. One hard drive has, and it keeps adding on. It's still totaling it up right now. Oh boy. It's still totaling, I'll let you know. But yeah, obviously I love my add-on scenery. If I ever make wait, what is it? I think it's $2,000. They give you like a second jersey, and it's like a superhero jersey. So that'd probably be another milestone to try to pass. But I'll tell you, we did good, man. We raised over $1,200 on the last stream, and also with other donations thrown in too as well. So every year we got a little bit more, and so we'll be planning a third marathon, probably for July. This upcoming July, so. Still counting. We're up to 470 gigabytes. It's still counting. I don't have it all activated at the same time. I'm just saying installed scenery. Like this morning, I just put the California one on. So trim it down, and we're gonna give it a little more power. Seems like we got a bit of a tailwind there. Hey, look at that. Oh God, it's terrible. This is only one of them. I have another whole other set on the other SSD drive. It's still counting, and we're at 644 gigabytes. That's just add-on scenery. That's not even the sim. So. But I'll tell you what, too. It's not like Prepared where the scenery was kind of generic and awful. Like, they're actually pretty good sceneries because the satellite imagery is already there and stuff. It's just a matter of adding the buildings and taking away things that don't belong there. So, I don't know if it is easier, but it seems like it would be easier to create scenery than it was for Prepared, where you had to add the satellite imagery in first as a map and then map everything on top of that, you know. We'll get up to 700 gigs and it's still counting. When I built this computer, I built it with the feature in mind, but the next thing to upgrade would probably be the processor. Because I have an i9, which that's not like, oh, it's old. It's just, you know, several generations behind. That's all, but it still works great. So I'm not in a rush to upgrade. All right, you ready? On one hard drive for add-on scenery. Yeah. Maybe. I don't know. I'd have to think about that, but I'd have to explore more. That. You think Sim Flag? You still think it's Prepared? Wow. I think Prepared's ancient and old and outdated. That's just me, though. Alright, so on one hard drive of add-on scenery installed, we have 756 gigabytes. Now let's find out the other one, which this one has all my aircraft, my add-on aircraft and stuff. Okay. Tons of scenery, and we're at 7,000. Come on, trim down. And I'm gonna check flight VATSIM one last time. Oakland ground is on. That's about it, so we're good there. All right. Well, we're over a terabyte, so it is. Yeah, I'm not against it, but I do think that Prepared is archaic. And I think that any sim, and I was saying this earlier, I think any sim that does a simulator without some type of satellite imagery is now probably not going to be as accepted as this. For VFR flag, at least. But let's see. Best sim for looks overall, yeah, I agree with that. Default scenery, I don't like X-Plane because it does auto-gen. And well, you know, this places buildings where they are in real life, and even though they're not like looking real, you still have the same shape and everything. So, yeah. Well, that's what I do. So I mean, I'm also biased. If I was in like flying virtual airlines again, like the early 2000s, I might think things a lot differently. But all right, let's take a look outside. You know, give you an update. Ooh, this is the big scenery too, because I didn't turn on the Google map scenery. But we are right outside of King City, which is over there in California. My ex-coworker moved there out of Massachusetts. She moved, from what I understand. So that's the only connection I have to King City. Over there. It's kind of like this city in the middle of nowhere. Just mountains, you know. I'm sure it's a nice place, though. Still. Very interesting. Alright, believe it or not, we're only like 37 minutes away from our destination, which this morning is Livermore, California. Prepared, though. It's still counting scenery, by the way. We're up to 1.24 terabytes on the other drive. So we're already at... oh, there it is. Stopped. I'm just short of 2 terabytes of just add-on scenery and planes and stuff. And mods. So, yeah. But with all that, it doesn't load that fast when you do that. So that's why I also use MSFS FS add-ons linker here. So right now we're rocking about 650 pieces of scenery, and that's because I only made it load those 650 pieces and nothing else. That includes like libraries, stuff like that. So, and I have it set up to like sectionals. So like you have, well, I should say the truck supplement areas, so regions for the FAA, if you will. And that's how I load the scenery. Passing King City off our left here. Trying to get established again on trimming. And what mountains are these? Can't even tell you. But there is an endangered species of condors, and they regularly fly in this area according to the sectional. I don't know if you can see this. Let me show this to you. So they want you to maintain 3,000 feet terrain clearance. Okie dokie. I'm a little west of that, so I'm going to call it as like I'm pretty good. But if we see any condors, you let me know, because I do have an add-on that adds birds in the area. Well, I think static's okay, because when I rent, the planes are usually in front of the hangar. You know, like they only put them in there when there's inclement weather or snow, so it's not like it's needed for the sim, you know. So static, it would probably be easier that way too, from what I understand. I just want it to look like the airport when I depart. That's about it, you know. And they updated the taxiway too. So 2.4 actually has it. They extended it a little bit with the displaced threshold. The FAA wanted them to do that for, I believe, jets. So yeah. So you'd have to. That's something that is not in the simulator because they have the old. And it's not that old, but they have the run-up area, and then you go right to 2.4. They actually have the run-up area now, and then they extended the taxiway a little bit more for displaced threshold. So you actually get on a little further out. But you can check that out. I think it's on Google Maps already. Yeah, so things like that, you know, not a deal breaker. I still fly out of it on the simulator. Just be nice to make it look like the real thing. Okie dokie, let's get back on track here. 36 minutes. Yeah, that would be interesting. Well, you know what? If I could tune in, if I'm at the baseball game even, I might just leave it running while I'm watching the game. So what time are you thinking about streaming? And again, let's do another shout out. Check out DigiDriver on his stream, because he is going to speedrun maybe today. I'm going to say maybe just to give you an out here. Speedrun making scenery for Microsoft Flight Simulator. So. But you don't have to speedrun Plymouth today. That's just for a future scenery period, if you can make it happen. Because no one else has done it yet either. I used to model with SketchUp. SketchUp? Is that what it was called? And then I started using Blender for the textures like this. So I am flying to Livermore, California. Kilo, Lima, Victor, Kilo. And Master Jimbo 08, thank you for tuning in and also following me on Twitch. Appreciate it. So Kilo, Lima, Victor, Kilo, we're about 35 minutes out. If you wanted to do a short flight on the East server, I would get ready to depart Hollister, Kilo Charlie Victor Hotel. And then I'll meet you there. But it's only going to be like a 20-minute flight, maybe not even that, if you load up there. But feel free to join. So. Flying the Cirrus in there, so I can save some time, get ready for my kids' baseball game this afternoon, hence why it's a morning flight. But it's been a really nice morning after we got out of Santa Barbara. Santa Barbara was cool, and then immediately went all murky. Now it's been a really nice flight. So outside air temperature of 7 degrees Celsius. So warmer than it is here in the Northeast for real. What's that in Fahrenheit? I'll give you a second here. Ugh, 44 degrees Fahrenheit, so. And I might put a little heat on in real life. I don't want it to hurt. So let's leave it there. There you go, have some heat. Not used to these car controls being in an aircraft. I gotta figure out where all these auto things are coming from. Like this one's not bad. That one just talked about subscribing. I actually appreciate that one, but I can't get that Great Cycle Challenge one off for some reason. Screen's got a flash for a second. Give me a second. Or maybe not. No, it didn't. Wow, cool. Interesting. I don't know. Really weird. It's not even on there for a chat timer, so I don't know. I have no clue why it's doing that. Anyways. La 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 la. Turned out pretty good. We're on course. We are right outside the Pinnacles National Park off our left. So that's what you're seeing there. Pretty cool. Benito River off our right, somewhere over here. See that on the electronic flight bag as well. So yeah, nice scenery this morning on our way to Livermore, California. Microsoft Flight Simulator East server, and I don't know what runway I'm landing at until I get some weather, but it's either 25 or 7, and there's a left and right on those, so we will get weather when we get closer. So I mean, I guess I can tell you now if you want me to. Give me a second. Let me turn this tablet off. I'll see if I can get the Livermore ATIS right now, 119.65. And we'll see if I can get it from here. It's a little distant, but we'll see. Yeah, I'm not hearing it yet. So, but Microsoft Flight Simulator East server if you want to. And then I'm about to probably about 20 nautical miles south of Hollister, east. I do live in America. Yep, I'm in Massachusetts, but we're flying in California this morning on the sim. Cool. I've known some Irish folk in my day. I was a gigging musician in my 20s while also teaching music. So, yeah. All right, let's see what's going on here. Well, the cloud, it's a little misty, but honestly, it's been pretty nice. But yeah. All right, that's cool, man. Feel free to do the flyby. There you go. So I'll give you some weather now.
Sky condition clear. Temperature 11. Dew point 10. Altimeter 30.23.
Get that.
Visual runway 25 left and ILS runway 25 right.
So 25 left visual. That's what we're probably going to be departing. 25 25 left at Livermore, California, which is actually kind of short for the F-18, so I'd probably do 25 right if I were you. But we're still about 27 minutes out for the Cirrus at least. Which is probably the fastest GA aircraft I do fly on the sim. I am a GA pilot. I have not flown airliners in forever. I have a lot to try out, and I try them on occasion, but I haven't done that in a while. Let me know what your name tag is when you get around here, and I'll show you on stream. Cool. We are coming up on Payasines, California. That's what it says, at least in Tres Pinos. Oh, that's cool. I have the 414. I'm just not familiar with it as much as I should be to stream it. I like to study things before I actually fly it. I should probably just say whatever and do it, but I'm also not a multi-engine instrument rated pilot. I like to do that maybe someday, but I like to just get my instrument rated first. You do have to do some IFR flying on here though, eventually, which I don't know if that's exciting to people. Because I mean, you see all these things here, you won't always see that in IFR flying, obviously. So, DigiDriver, what are you speed running? What airport are you speed running on stream? Are you allowed to let us know that or not? My name is not Nostromo58. It's actually Eric Flight US on that. If you can't let us know, don't let us know. Don't let the secret out, but let us know if you can, what airport you're thinking about doing. Alright, you probably were obvious, but now I forget because I've been talking my head off, so let me go back on chat here. Blah, 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 blah. You probably were. It's probably just me. Speedrun airport scenery. Are you really going to do Plymouth? I mean, you kind of talked about it, but you are? You got to take a stab at it? Alright, well, now I'm definitely going to have to try to tune it if you're going to do it. So, just clean it up a little bit. And, go from there. I can probably get you some pictures, and you can do more detailed models if you want to later on with those pictures and stuff. So it was always the texturing that was the biggest issue, because you had to get the pictures just right and stuff. So all right, well, whisper. You're gonna go for detailed models. Like, I don't think in the speed run though, right? Because yeah, okay. Well, we'll figure it out. But I'll get you pictures of like the flight school and the terminal and stuff. And it needs fencing eventually too, not right away. I'm just throwing out all these things. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But if I ever get time, which I never will, but if I ever get time, I could probably help you texture something if I learn Blender as well, because I did SketchUp back in the day. And Blender's obviously more advanced. I was working on making a donut. Did you see that donut tutorial on YouTube for Blender, and it went through like 3D modeling using it? But I had to learn Blender because, again, the liveries here, especially on like the default models, you actually use Blender to retexture this with color. You do the painting of it on Blender, and then I might have to do an occasional touch up here and there with Photoshop on some of the graphics, but totally different than Prepared, where you just could edit the images and it would just map it on there because it was already mapped on there. So this one you have to kind of paint and see what's going where, because there's so many different vertexes of textures of paint. So if that makes sense, I think I made sense there. But that's how I make my liveries. So we should get you a livery then. I'll tell you what, if you make Plymouth and we get it detailed and everything, try to pick an aircraft and I will try to make you a creative livery for the DigiDriver. How's that? So, oh no, we can support each other, so. Oh, okay. Yeah, so we'll trade. How's that? We'll trade. You give me an idea. I've done custom liveries for people before. I don't charge. I do it for fun. So I'm on the East USA server, right? Yep, that is correct, Master Jimbo. Affirmative. And we're just right outside Hollister now, so it's coming up on our left. But the F-18 shouldn't take you long, so. She'll be coming right from here, but it is a little foggy, so be careful. Let's check out Sky Vector. see what it says for weather in the area, because that changed too. So that's our route today. We departed Santa Barbara. This was where we got murky, and now we're about past Robles. We're past King, right about here. But it's saying that it's clear in 10 square miles of visibility. Gareth, nice to meet you, bud. Like Gareth Bale, the soccer player, or as you call it, football. That is true. So that makes sense too. That's why Mount Washington is always like this in New Hampshire, except for certain days. I told you that story though, right? I took my wife's brand new Toyota Highlander up Mount Washington where there's no guardrails as you go up the mountain for 6,000 feet. That was awesome. There you are, Gareth, right there. See ya. Welcome to the broadcast in the F-18. Boy, you're rocketing out of there. Oh yeah, nice. Beautiful. Say cheese, I'm gonna take a picture. There you go. Yeah, feel free to fly formation. Oh, dude, that was a flyby. Did you see that? That was awesome. Nice. And that's Hollister Airport right over there, ladies and gentlemen. You are named after Gareth Bale. I knew it. I knew it. I didn't want to say it, but I knew it. It's like me trying to say to my wife, we should name our firstborn TRE for after Thierry Henry. But that didn't fly. His name's Zach. Nice. Are you coming up as an F-18? I mean, you should be. Maybe it's the model matching with FSLTL. No, it's... Well, yeah, exactly, but still, you know. I don't know. I've never had to do that in real life yet. Notice I said yet. No, I'm kidding. Yeah. Usually they rock the wings a little bit, and they just kind of do formation flying. Then if you're really bad, then they have to buzz you like that. But, alright, let's take another look outside. Right outside of Hollister Airport, Kilo Charlie Victor Hotel. And there you are up there, my friend. Coming in for another one. Wow! Yeah, I don't think it's showing you as an F-18 because I have model matching happening with FSLTL, so that must be overriding it. But before it was, because I have an F-18 in here. So, are we getting rated? Foxtrot! Rating me at the party at 10. Thank you so much. We're in the final 20 minutes of our flight today, but thank you for rating with 10 viewers. So there you go. Shout out to Foxtrot. Check him out. Everyone go there and push the follow button right now on Twitch. Nice to see you. Where were you flying today? There you go. Oh, thank you to Larry Go Pink for following me on Twitch. That's me and my real old passenger there. That was a long time ago. I gotta take him up again. Good morning, how's it going? There you go. Wow. Got all the celebratory stuff going on right now. We're just doing an early morning flight on the West Coast here, and I just picked Livermore, California. Totally random, because it's towards San Francisco, and I wanted to fly up towards there. So, but the weather's been here and there. It was beautiful for a while, and now it's back to murky. So, high humidity. Oh, so, yeah, I'm out of coffee, but cool. Nice. Papua New Guinea. Yeah, Livermore, California. Just right outside San Francisco. Really? I've never been there, so. Livermore, Livermore. That was a good one. Oh, cool. Well, that is the state with clean energy as of now. Like, I know Massachusetts has been ramping up solar and wind power, but I would love to get solar panels on my house. The problem is that my wife thinks they're unsightly, which I have to agree with her a little bit on. Hey, there's Gareth Moore again. Buzzing by. Probably. If I look at the sectional, we can look at it together. Looks like to the east of the airport, there's a whole windmill thing there. So, getting your green screen back? There's an extra monitor behind you. Oh,
Explato.
really? Wow. Well, if you're asking me how I do mine, I have a program called X. Again, give me a second. And thank you to give me a second. Who just did something there? Someone did something. I missed it. So, hello, Dark Primey. I hope that was you then. So thank you for following me on Twitch. But Larry Gopnik, to answer your question, I use this program called XSplit VCam, and then this whole thing behind me is a movie file that I created. So I basically took the view inside the Cirrus, copied and pasted it, took out the windows and made it transparent, and then I basically flew on the simulator with the drone cam and looked. Yes, you can, Doc Primey. We're only about 20 minutes out from my final destination, but if you wanted to depart really fast, probably depart out of Echo 16 San Martin Airport. We're on the Microsoft Flight Simulator East server, so feel free to join as we are taking the Cirrus there. So anyways, this is a movie I created with the clouds and everything from the simulator, and then I just have XSplit VCam play the video behind me, and it's a virtual green screen. Like you can see it glitching a little bit. So behind me is my regular room. So this is without a green screen. It's a virtual background, kind of like chat and stuff. Eric Flight US, Dark Primey. I hope I'm saying that. Dark Primey. Is it Primey or Primey? So, but we are coming up now on Coyote Lake and the Orostimba Wilderness area, right outside of San Jose, which would be that way. So we're going to avoid that Class Charlie, and we're going to stay to the east of it. So, Prime, you got it. You got it. All right, I'm going to say Prime. Yep. Cool. Awesome. What do you have for a rig? And when I say real world, I'm just a private pilot. I'm not like an airline pilot or anything. I won't be making this a career. I just do it for fun. So, all right, Digi Driver. Well, listen. Send me a whisper of what time you're going on, and I'm gonna tune in, obviously. So, everyone, one more shout out to Digi Primer, who's going to try, because I don't want to put him on the spot, but he's going to try to stream a speed build of scenery, and he's gonna go from my hometown airport. I'll add you as a friend in a second, Dark Lake. But he's going to try making scenery at my real world airport, Plymouth, Massachusetts, Kilo Papa Yankee Mike. So watch his channel. There's a shout out. Follow now, and we'll check that out together. I'll probably be at my kid's baseball game when you do that. So nice. I have a 30 and 90 in mind, but that's after I had a 2080 for a while. So I paid way too much for it. Not like when it first came out. The prices were going down, but then they really went down. But yeah. But is it like a specific cockpit? Like is it a Cessna? Is it an Airbus, or is it just like me, a generic one with like a panel switch and stuff like that? Oh, all right. What do you use? Multi-monitor view towards the back of the plane. Yeah, that's pretty much what I did. I just do it with a video instead, so it's just a video. But yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, cool. All right. I thought you had a whole cockpit. You're pretty much the same thing as me. My wife calls it the compound. I got 3 screens, and someday when this place is clean, which it never is, but if it ever does get clean, I will do a video on my setup. But, yeah, all my stuff's in the Twitch panels below, but it's basically set up like that, and I also use it for work and stuff. My laptop is my streaming laptop, so... Yep, East USA Microsoft Flight Simulator. Yep, that's what I started out with, and then I built it up from there. But they're decent. I'll be honest with you. Me, I'm tough on my stuff, so they kind of broke. But I was really tough on my stuff. So just don't put your foot on it every single second of the day like I was doing when I was remote teaching from home. That's what broke them. But very nice, very nice. I remember I started with the CH Products rudder pedals and yoke way back in the day. I'm talking like maybe 1999 or 2000. So then over the years you build up. So, but I do like my setup now, but I also have more money than when I was a teenager. So, you know, you invest it. And unfortunately or fortunately, when you fly in the real world, when you pay like hundreds of dollars an hour for flying, it doesn't seem as bad. I know that sounds terrible, but it's true. It's just true. And then you look at your budget and go, oh wait, I have to wait. But yeah. Oh, cool. Yeah. Well, you picked good ones then. I'm gonna be honest with you. Everyone kind of says, oh, it's a, but I think they're pretty good, honestly. You know. So. Yep. There's nothing wrong with that. Yeah. I honestly love the Honeycomb Alpha, and the Bravo I would have bought, but I think it's just way too big for my setup. So I just have the Logitech throttles, and then I had a Cytec Cessna throttle prop mixture, but I have to get it fixed because the cable ripped out when I went to go move it to mount it to my desk. So, but yeah, Logitechs are good for a beginning. I think they're better than CH Products, but CH Products, honestly, back then, that's what I could afford, and it really wasn't terrible. But once you start using some more premium quality, I guess I'm gonna say, and I'm not trying to be snooty when I say this, it kind of lets you know that there's better out there. That's all. But Logitech is good. I still have my Cytec radio panel, which is now Logitech. I have my autopilot, which I never use, but it's over there. And then I have the button panel over here. So, but yeah. All right, man. Well, thank you for rating. And again, one last shout out to Foxtrot. Please go and check out his channel and do push that follow button. As we are getting ready, we're about 10 minutes out, 28 nautical miles away from Mars, but have a good one. Oh yeah, yeah. You have had, see? I knew it. But the Logitech ones are honestly pretty good for starting out on your first yoke and rudder. You know what I mean? It's not like it's cheap. So I'd say CH Products is probably the cheapest it gets. And then Logitech's pretty good. And then Honeycomb Alpha, though, I love this yoke. So, and I use it for a lot of things. And then I had the Cytec Cessna yoke before this, and that was good too. But they don't make that anymore because that was Cytec, and then Logitech bought them out. So, but yeah, I remember my brother and I, we both got CH Products, and it was good for what it was. I was also doing virtual airlines back then and not general aviation. So, yeah, it's a beefy yoke. Yeah, I wouldn't worry about it. Enjoy the Logitech for a while because I didn't have a problem with mine. It's just that this has a little bit better feel to it, if I say so myself. The Honeycomb Alpha, that's all. But the Logitech is definitely a good yoke, I would say. I wouldn't poo-poo on it. Let's put it that way. All right, this is the Lick Observatory right here, and that might be custom scenery. I can't remember. I think it might. I might have downloaded that from flightsim.to, but we're able to see it in real life here on the sim. Real life on the sim. That was good. You're able to see the Lick Observatory here on Mount Hamilton, California, right outside San Jose, which is out that way. So we'll take a look at San Jose. But Lick Observatory right there. That's pretty cool. It's got some traffic and everything right there. Man, I got 100 messages today. Cool. Through stream chat. Thank you so much, everybody. I guess we broke a record on there or something. Let's give me some trophies. San Jose should be out here on our left. You can see the bay over there. And, yep, that means we're getting close to our destination. Alright, we do have to get in ATIS here. We have to start planning things for our landing. So I am going to tune in now. I'm also going to tune up there. And I'm going to drop my coffee on the floor, but it's empty, so thank God. Here we go.
Wind calm. Visibility 10.
I'll write this down like real life. I'll show you.
Clear. Temperature 11. Dew point 10. Altimeter 30.24. Visual runway 25 left and ILS runway 25 rating is. Landing and departing runway 25 left and runway 25 right. VFR aircraft say direction of flight.
Alright.
All aircraft read back hold short instructions. Advise controller on initial contact UF Kilo.
I'm using my rolled electronic flight bag, just streaming into
Livermore
the stream,
Airport
so
information Kilo 1600 Zulu. Wind calm.
calm.
Visibility 10. Sky condition clear. Temperature 12. Dew point 10. Altimeter 30.24. Visual runway runway 25 left and ILS runway 25 rating is
25 left.
landing and departing runway 25 left and
Try
runway
25
25
left.
right. VFR aircraft, say direction.
Alright, so that's what we're looking at.
All aircraft read back, hold short
We
instructions.
have that in there. We are flying VATSIM though, so we have lieutenants non-tower because no one is on VATSIM for controlling. So, back to guard. You know what that means. Yeah, I got you. I got you, Master Jimbo. I will accept your friend request when I get off of this thing, because I have to get to the main thing. But I will accept it, Dark Prime. So, Gareth Moore, cruising in front of us. What are you flying now? You still flying the F-18? What are you flying? Yeah, it says F-18. You're just kind of slow. That model matching now doesn't do Microsoft's default model matching, so that's why you look like that. But you are in an F-18. I got you. All right, we're also gonna trim up here because I'm majorly down on altitude, like embarrassingly low. So let me get to 6,500 again. And we're gonna aim for 2.5 left. 2.5 left at Livermore. That's terrible maintenance. Oh, my throttle also went down. I must have hit that by accident. That would be why. Thank God we didn't stall there. We'll keep it at 66. And that's why we're dropping like a rock. Alright, we are 50 nautical miles, so I'm going to give a call on VATSIM here. Here we go. You ready? Whew! Livermore traffic. Cirrus Nenrica Foxtrot. We're 50 nautical miles to the southeast, and we're going to set up a left base entry to runway 25 left, Livermore. So we're going to go right for a left base. If tower was on, we would, sorry, don't stall, but we would nose down, full throttle, nose down a little bit slightly. Anyways, if we were on, they'd probably tell us something like this to get us in here. So we're going to do a left. Yeah, because 2.5 left is a left pattern too. So right pattern on 7 right, 2.5 right though. And we'll double check that right here on the chart supplement as well. Oops, wait, no, don't do that. Okay. For Livermore Municipal, 2.5 left is a left pattern, but the 2.5 right and 7 right are right patterns. So, no! No! No crashes to desktops allowed. I'm sorry. I feel bad. Feel free to load up again, because we're going to be landing at Livermore. Alright, pattern altitude's about 1,400 feet. So let's start our descent now. We're going to kick this back to 25% power and angle down. And you see how close we are. I'm going to take the tablet off so we can see what we're doing as we get ready to get into Livermore, California, everybody. Man, I cannot believe that this is the big imagery right now. That looks like a shrimp farm over there. You always know you're in San Francisco when you start seeing that. I think that might be a shrimp farm. San Jose over there. San Francisco is on the other side. Is it? Yeah, because this is Oakland, so San Francisco's on the other side there. But Livermore is right in front of us, so. Setting down to 1,400 feet. We have to set a little faster. There we go. Is that the airport? Really? Seriously? No, I don't think that. It could be the airport. We're 9 nautical miles out, so we'll call it. We're 7 nautical miles out. And, wait. Let's see if we can see the airport from here. That might be it right there. Might be. Regardless, we will see it as we get closer. Even in real life, sometimes it's hard to spot airports, so actually it'd be out here somewhere. Alright, we're going to head more to the east here to set up a left downwind. Well, thank you, Master Jimbo. Thank you. I appreciate that. I don't stream as much as other people because I have a family and kids, but I do get on here when I can. I also have to balance it out with real-world flying, so that's also time I have to sacrifice from family. So I try my best to do what I can, and I hope that you find it entertaining. So. Alright, so you see that we're going to the east, so we can go right in here on the left
San
base.
Francisco traffic, United 802 clear of runway 09.
That wasn't for us. All right, cool. At least I can know I can hear it. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. I guess being a dad is cool. I like being a dad, so why not? All right, 25 left. This is a shorter runway than 25 right, but we have to stay here because that is where they want the visual traffic to go. Is that what it is? Is that where they do the brine shrimp in San Francisco Bay? I can see it, yeah, because I know that they're famous for having brine shrimp, and I know that from having tropical fish, because all the brine shrimp used to come from there. Hey, those wind farms you're talking about, by the way, in Livermore, California, just to let you know. We're seeing tons of them, so you are not lying. Oh my God, that's a lot. No wonder why you had a lot of work out there. Holy schmoly. Look at that. Look at all those wind turbines. It's amazing. They're that close together? That salt pond's pretty cool. Kind of reminds me of the cranberry box in Plymouth here. You'll see that in the simulator too if you get the right imagery. You'll have almost like a reddish color like that. That's when the cranberries are in season, ready to be picked. So, all right, we're at 3,600 and descending. Let's go over our checklist here for speeds. So, flap extension 50%, 119, 104 full. All right. Now landing 25% power already on, 85 knots final. Okay. 5 knots final, 119, 104. Very good. All right, we're already far out here, but I'd rather be far out so I can establish myself. And that looks to be the airport over there. 25 left is right there, so we're going to have to slow this thing down majorly. Let's go back on speed. Full rich, because we're almost at 3,000. I'm going to even it out for a minute here and lose a lot of speed. And put the first set of flaps in. That's at 119. Right about here. And angle down. Is the next one. I'm gonna get this in there. I'm gonna turn left base here, so I'll establish final. And I'll just say 5 miles out final, runway 25 left. Livermore traffic, Cirrus Echo Foxtrot, turning left base to final, runway 25. We're 5 miles from the airport, Livermore. I did that till later on, but that's okay. All right, here we go. That's right. We want the left. We're on the left. By extending the downwind, we give ourselves more time to establish ourselves and also see what we're doing. I'm also way too fast. But this is what you do when you don't know an airport that well and there's not lots of traffic. You can take your time and extend the downwind or go further out for final to establish yourself on a nice descent path here. So, well, you know, Devo 343, that's not far from where I was. I started at 18 on the flight sims. My brother got me into it, even though he would never show me what to do, because that's what brothers do, right? And then when I found a way, after I got my graduate degree in school administration, you know, it's really exciting stuff. I was burnt out, and I was married, and I had one kid who was like 2, and I told my wife, listen, I need to do something for me. And I found a way of making money to do it. And I did YouTube videos, and I still do YouTube videos to this day. It's not the Eric Flight channel. It's a totally different channel. But I do that, and that pays for all my flying. And I just went and did what I always wanted to do. And without having too much doom and gloom on this, we have the final thing of flaps in here, by the way. We're going to slow down to 85-ish. Cruise in on that. But I became a private pilot in 2019. I took my sweet time with it too, seeing I have kids and stuff. And although my wife is respectful, she doesn't want to go flying, nor she will let me have kids. Oh, I'm a teacher. I teach music in public schools in Massachusetts. One town. I won't say the town though. It's if there's any stalking students on here. Like I found one already, you know, like actually a couple, but. 172 and the Warrior, I actually fly both of those. I took my lessons in the 152. So, alright, we're going to come back down on throttle here because we're a little hot. We're going to go 85 knots. I want to get in here. This is a shorter runway. How long is this? Well, it's not that long at all. We gotta get down here. Switching to my airport diagram, and it's only 2,700 feet long here. So, I like it, it's. I'll tell you that in a second. Let me land this thing first, then I'll tell you my opinions on both. I fly both to this day. If that means anything, they both have their pros and cons. Okay, throttle's out because we're gonna get down here. Let's land this thing. All right, come on now. Not much runway. Not much runway. Oh, that was a little rough, but we'll take it.
Oh, wow. That was a great landing.
He thought it was awesome. That was FS realistic. I keep meaning to turn that off, but... Alright, the FBO is on the northwest apron, so we gotta turn to the right here on Gulf. Up ahead. At least there should be a Gulf at the end of the runway. Flaps are going up at this time. Can turn nothing off at this time. We'll do the checklist after this. I also have to go clear the runway. Okay, turning right on Gulf here. That was 25 left. Oh, well, thank you for tuning in, Black Diamond. I appreciate it. Let me clear both of these. Actually, this would be clear. Yeah, this would be clear because the other runway is not clear yet. All right, Livermore traffic. Sirius 9 Echo Foxtrot, clear of runway 25 left, Livermore. Okay, and then they would tell us where to taxi, but we're going to do that. So... I will answer that question as soon as I get parked here. So we're going to go Gulf to Juliet to the northwest apron. So that's what we're going to say. Livermore traffic, Sirius 9 Echo Foxtrot, taxiing to the northwest apron via Gulf, Juliet, Livermore. And we're also going to be crossing runway 7 left, 25 right, Livermore. But yeah, all right. I'm going to try to answer this while I taxi back here. And I never did my checklist, so let me just do that too. After landing, flaps are already up, power lever 1000, we're good. Pitot heat off, fuel pump is off, it already is. So anyways, what you're really talking about between the Warrior and the Cessna, for me at least, is you're talking about the difference between high wing versus low wing. Low wing means that the wing's like that. High wing means that it's above cabin. It's more up here. That'd be the Cessna. Cessna's the high wing, and Piper Warrior is the low wing. The low wing seems to be a little bit more stable when flying, but you're not going to get nice pictures because you have a wing in the way. If you do the Cessna, it floats a little bit more because it's a high wing design, but it allows you to see more of the ground reference, which for VFR pilots would actually be... Yeah, they are a little more forgiving. Yeah, but the Warrior is actually stable when you fly it. So, all right, the FBO would be right here. So I'm going to park over here. Let me just turn this around. So I started in the Cessna 152 because that cost a lot less. So, all right, Master Jimbo, let me get the drone out then. I'll try to get you there. Give me a second. All right, I'm going to leave us parked here. Send the drone out to check out Master Jimbo. Give me a second here. La 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 la. Drone follow mode off. That's us right there. We'll just leave it parked there. Check out Master Jimbo. Are you 25 left or right? You're 7 left. 7 left. Hello. There you go. Right there. Right there. He's coming in. He's coming in hot. Now it does look like a fighter jet. I don't get the model matching in this. There you go, my friend. Nice job. Way better than me. I came down a little bit too hard. But my passenger on FS Realistic said I was awesome. So, who am I to judge, right? Gareth Moore coming in behind him. I wish I got your landing there. And we also have a 4-year-old on board. Maddie's with me here. Hi. So there you go. The DA-40? I love the DA-40. Okay. What's up, Maddie? I already started and I just landed. I'm letting my... Uh-oh! Uh-oh, mistakes might have been made over there, Dark Lake. It's okay. I'm going to take you off the street. Boy, you're just scraping that thing up. That's oh, God. That's awesome. Nice. Gareth Moore with the Diamond 40 here. Well, this is the drone cam, honey. So this is just me flying around looking at people. We're already over there. That's us. See that? So, I love the Diamond 40. In fact, I almost flew that today instead of the Cirrus, but have to get a custom livery for the Eric Flight channel on that one. So, all right. Well, anyways, this is Livermore, California, everybody. As we are. No, you can't wear the headphones right now, do you? It's my 4-year-old off camera, by the way. But Livermore, California, where we're gonna leave you from today. I even have a golf course. Maybe we'll go golfing. I went golfing like 4 times in my life and sticking at it. But, you know, it is what it is. Maddie, what's the matter, dear? This is the last thing because I got to get off this thing. Now you cannot fly right now, okay? All right. Maddie, because I got to get ready for your brother in baseball. Now, could you please go? Thank you. I'll be with you in 1 minute, dear, okay? All right. Livermore, California. Sorry about the distractions. And don't pay attention to that Great Cycle Challenge thing. I cannot get that off there no matter how many times I tried deleting it. But we will raid someone soon. We're going to leave you here from Livermore, California. I want to thank a lot of people out there. Thanks to Gareth Moore 88 right there in Darklight number 4908. I will accept your friend request in a second. But we'll see you on another Eric flight. This has been an awesome flight. I want to thank everyone for coming out. Thanks to various people for... and I don't have my Twitch activity screen anymore. Maybe I do. Give me a second. Actually, yeah, I do. Thanks to Doc Prime for following me on Twitch. Thanks to Larry Gopnik for following me on Twitch. Thanks to Flockstrot for the raid with 10 viewers. Thanks to Master Jimbo08 for following me on Twitch. Thanks to Jet Pilot Cinnamon for resubscribing to my channel on Twitch. He's also the founder of the Virtual USA Flying Club, which is this little thing that you might see. Let me see if I point the right way. Yeah, on the banner right here. That I also fly for. We'll be doing a special Thanksgiving fly-in Plymouth for that. Also, big thing, and I want to say this again, try to check out DigiDriver because I guess during my stream he decided to try to fast build in scenery on Microsoft Flight Simulator Plymouth. He's going to try doing that today, so check that out. I'm going to check that out as well, even if I'm at my son's baseball game and do all that. But that's where we're going to leave it, so thank you so much. I will see you soon in another stream, and hopefully I'll be posting a real-world New York City skyline flight video from 1.5 years ago, finally, on the Eric Flight YouTube channel. So remember to subscribe there, push like on the videos. They help me a lot. Keep tuning in on Twitch, and I will see you soon. Stick around. We're going to raid someone. I don't know who yet, but we're going to raid someone, and I will see you soon. Thanks so much for the flight. Thank you, everybody. Have a good one.